All right, we're live. We're live. We're about to make the world's largest bowl of ramen noodles with eggs. Okay, I'm just gonna wait till like some people like get on so we can have people watching. But I'm gonna go over everything like twice. Once for anybody who gets on first, and then like anybody who comes on. So we're gonna be making the world's largest bowl of ramen. Okay, we have 10 packs of beef flavored ramen noodles. Okay, and we have 9 packs of the seasoning mix in here. All right, and then we have 1 pack of the seasoning mix right here, as well as 10 eggs in there, and 1 egg right here. Okay, we have some of the red sauce, and then we have the water boiling. Let me turn the water on because we want to get that going to cook the noodles, because we want to cook the noodles al dente. So we have to have this cooking at boiling at a hot temperature. So we got to get that water boiling. Okay, then we're going to add the noodles and the eggs and the seasoning and all the stuff so we can have an absolute goodness type of meal. All right, for you guys just joining in, like I was saying, this is the world's largest bowl of ramen noodles ever made. Okay, so you won't get a bowl bigger than this. It's being made today. All right, for all intensive purposes, I have all the ingredients like lined out and ready just to be added, so we're all good and ready to get started. Okay, so we're gonna get started with this. Okay, so like I said, we have the seasoning, we have the packs of ramen noodles, and then we have the eggs, and the water's boiling. And before the water gets boiling, I'm just gonna share with you, like, you know, the crunchies that come in the bottom of the pack of noodles after you've pulled out your package, right here, the noodles. There's always these little crunchy things that are like left down in there. So this is a whole bunch of them. Normally I eat them all, but because there's so much, I'm just gonna eat like a little bit of them, and then I'm gonna throw them in for. Oh wow, these are really good. All right, so water's boiling. I'm gonna go ahead and just like open up the packages. The only reason why I had it still in the package just for display, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and open this up and wait for the water to boil. Get it all out. So see, this is 9 packages right here, and this is another pack. In this recipe, I choose not to break the noodles because the noodles, I think, shouldn't be broken. That's just not Mr.Wrath style. Okay, I don't do that. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out this, and then there goes some more crunchies in there. You see that, you guys? I'm just gonna dump those crunchies out, put them right there, and then the last 2 packs, I'm gonna add the seasoning to the seasoning bowl. That's a lot of seasoning, right? And the reason why I didn't open this, if you just join in, for all intensive purposes, I left it in the pack just so I can show you what I'm doing, just in case one of you guys want to actually do this yourself. The world's largest bowl of ramen noodles. The Guinness Book of World Record is being made today, okay, by Mr.Wrath, Chef Wrath, okay? Just gonna add this to this. Get that water boiling. And then the last pack I'm gonna add to it as well. So I'm just gonna pour this in here like that. Look at that. That's a lot of seasoning. 10 packs of seasoning right there. This is beef flavor, so you kind of have like some, I don't know, maybe steaks in there or something down to a powder. Whatever it is, it's kind of good. It tastes like a little bit, that's where the absolute goodness comes from. Oh, wow. If you ever open up the package of seasoning, I'd try it out. It's kind of good. All right, we're going to get started. And as you know, whenever I make ramen noodles, always add the seasoning first to the pot, because I like the seasoning to like go inside of the noodles. And the only way you can do that is if you add the seasoning to the pot first. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to the pot. Boom. Just like that. Look at it boiling over right there. It's boiling up really high. That's a lot of flavor in there. So I'm just going to take my spoon with the holes in it. I'm just going to stir the seasoning up a little bit just to get it permetrating. All right. Oh, wow. Look at that broth. That's some good broth right there. Smell it on the spoon, you guys. Smells good, doesn't it? Well, one thing I like about a spoon, the spoon with the holes in it, it helps mix the concentration a lot faster than it normally would. Okay? All right, so we got that going. We're going to wait for this to boil just slightly. And while that's boiling slightly, I'm just going to go ahead and crack open the last egg, okay? All right, perfectly cracked bowl. That's 11 eggs in there, as you can see. One of them actually split open. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need one more egg. Watch the egg and make sure nothing burns up while I go get another egg, okay? So 11 eggs. All right. All right, so I got the 11th egg. All right, so I'm going to put that aside. And the water's to the boil, so I'm just going to go ahead and add the ramen noodles to the pot, okay? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need one more pack of ramen noodles. All right. Found one. It's not beef flavor, it's actually it's a different flavor of ramen noodle, but it's okay though. All right, so I'm gonna pull this out. I'm gonna add this to the mix to make 11, and then I am going to add the crunchies to the mix right here. And then like when the crunchies are into the mix, I'm just gonna go ahead and add it to the bowl right here. The pot, okay? So we got the crunchies in there. Got the packs of ramen noodles. I'm just gonna stir it a little bit to get all the noodles marination a little bit. And here goes one more. I just wanted to leave this one out for all intents and purposes to show you what I do. So this is the red flavor chicken flavor, sriracha. The red sauce, spicy. It's actually the same type of ingredients that goes in here. The red sauce that comes in the bottles is the same red sauce. So I'm going to add this to the mixture, right? And then I'm going to stir it a little bit. I'm just going to stir that up. Now, while this is cooking, I'm going to get the eggs prepared to go in there because we have to get the eggs cooked, okay? We cannot be eating raw eggs in this. I mean, it can be slightly raw, but there's risk involved with that, but we're gonna be cooking the eggs. So I'm going to go ahead and add this last egg to that to make it 11 eggs and 11 packs of ramen, all right? So that's 11 eggs. Let's count that up again. Make sure we have it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 eggs. Now this is boiling quite nicely. Let me get that in over there. It's boiling nicely. All right. It's boiling nicely. I'm going to stir it one more time, and then I'm going to add the eggs to the concoction. So I have the eggs, and I'm going to shift the noodles a little bit, and then add the eggs to the mixture. And the eggs are in there, and they are going to start to cook. All right? Now, because this is such a large pot, we need a big bowl. But unfortunately, I don't have a big bowl, so I have to use another pot as a bowl. So this is going to be my bowl today. All right? So this is just boiling and mixing up. It's looking really good, isn't it? Absolute goodness. Let me get close so you guys can actually see. Look at that. Absolute goodness. You have the egg in the bottom. There's a little piece of egg on the top. You have the beef and the red sauce flavoring on top of there. And then you have the noodles, which are absorbing all of the flavor from the broth packages. I'm going to eat it. I haven't eaten since dinner yesterday, so I'm going to eat these noodles. I'm really hungry, all right? I'm just like, I am so hungry, I can eat all the ramen noodles in the world, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make the world's biggest bowl of ramen noodles, and I'm going to eat it, all right? Broth and all. If I can't eat all the broth, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator or the freezer, and then maybe drink it later on top of ice or something, like, you know, so that's what I'm doing, all right? So that's cooking. I'm going to stir it a little bit. Get the noodles all cooked. Now it's about done. So in about another 37 seconds, I am going to take the noodles out and I am going to actually put them in the bowl and eat them, okay? So first I gotta get a strainer because my spoon with the holes is not big enough, so I'm gonna have to get some reinforcements. So while I'm getting reinforcements over here, can you just make sure this thing is not going to burn on me? All right. Absolute goodness, if you ask me. Absolute goodness. Man, the ramen is smelling good. Wow, absolute goodness. All right, almost done over here. Just getting prepared. Don't go anywhere, you guys. I'm coming back. Just trying to clean up a little bit. Alright, I am back, okay? The ramen is done, okay? And now it's time to pour in the bowl and eat it. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. And I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Alright. Oh, man. Doesn't it look good? Doesn't it look good? Absolutely amazing. Absolute goodness. Alright, so this is the bowl. So it's boiling. Now I want to pour it inside of my bowl right here, okay? So I'm going to take this. And I'm going to put this aside, and then I'm going to put in a strainer right here, right? To get all the good noodles out of here. Look at that. Look at that. Absolute goodness. I'm going to take my spoon with the holes and then put it up there. Like that. Look at that. And then I'm just going to pour it in my bowl. Boom. Get another spoonful of it. And all the eggs are at the bottom. Now they're going to be at the top. Started at the bottom, and now they're going to be up here. All right? Look at that. Look at the eggs all in there. Oh, my gosh. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Absolute goodness. You can ask me, and you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say absolute goodness. All right? Oh, man. Look at that. Another egg. Look at that. Whoo! Get as much of the noodles out as you possibly can while it's still hot. You don't want to keep the noodles in the broth because it will be sogganocious. All right. All right. Got the noodles in there. Ooh. Time to grab a fork. Pull this up here. I am hungry. All right. So now that you have this in here, you're going to take the red sauce, the sriracha, all right? And then you are going to take the sriracha and just put some sriracha on top of it like that. And then, for those of you like broth, you're going to need a cup. So I have this cup right here, okay? And it's just like, you just dip it in there, and you're going to be drinking it like tea, okay? So you have the tea in your left hand, and then you eat the noodles with your right hands. So this is how you make the world's, oh wow, look at this egg. This is just how I like it. Let me put my tea down. That's an egg slightly done. Yeah, I like it to where it's just like slightly done. You see some of the yolk coming out. Some people like to cook it all the way. Not me. Look at that. Just keep it in there. Some people stir it up to get it mixed and the heat will actually finish cooking it. Not me. All right? Absolute goodness if you ask me. So I have my broth / tea in one hand. And then I have my fork in the other. And I'm just going to eat it like this. Take one. You can even dip it in. Just make sure you loop it really well like this. Loop it. And then dip it in your tea. Like that. Get it nice and soaking-ocious. And then just like... absolute goodness, if you ask me. Alright, well, I'm going to sign off because I'm so hungry. I can't do all this at once. You guys have a good one. Take care. The world's largest bowl of ramen noodles ever. Take a sip of this. Ever. Yes, this is absolutely goodness. Yeah, we're at 5,000 right now. We're going to blow up. We're going to blow up. I'm just going to keep on making these ramen noodle recipes, making sure the world is fed. You know, making sure the world is, you know, people are feeding their families good food. And, you know, I'm going to keep on doing this because I care about the world. You know what I'm saying? And the world needs good food. And I'm here to help bring good food to the world. All right, signing off. Finish off my ramen. Absolute goodness. Have a good one, you guys.